So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to install JavaFX SDK and also JavaFX package in Netbeans so that you can be able to create GUI applications using JavaFX in Netbeans. So to install the SDK and also the package, we will be visiting two websites. The first one is openjfx.io. So I'm copying the URL and I'm putting it in my browser. So we are in openjfs.io. So I will scroll down and then go to the download section. So I'm going to click on the download button, and that will take me to another website where I can specify various parameters in order to download the SDK. So under the download section, I have to select the current version, which is 20.0.2. At the time of recording this video, this is the current version. I have to specify my operating system, which is Windows, my architecture, which is x64 or 64 architecture, and then this is where I have to choose the SDK. And now clicking on the download button here will download the file. Because I already have it, I'm not going to click on it, but you need to click on it and then download the files into your computer system. Then the second website that we have to go to download the JavaFX package is called the azul.com. So I'm copying the URL once again, and I'm going to paste it. I am on the Azul website. I'll click on the download now button, and then once again I need to scroll down where I need to specify which download I want. So I need to for the Java version, I need to select the current version of Java, which is Java 20. At the time of recording, it is the Java 20. I need to select the operating system. So let me move down a little bit. My system is Windows. Okay. Then I need to select the architecture, which is already, because that is it support both 86 and 64. And then for the so I need to select, that's the only option for the architecture. And then this is very, very important. I need to select JDK I need to select JDK and then click on the download link. I have an option either to download the zip file or the MSI. The MSI is the installer, which you install it, or the zip file, which you must unzip later and then integrate it into your Netbeans. So I need to select. So I use the zip file. So I downloaded the zip file. Okay. So after downloading these two softwares, now we go into Netbeans environment. So I've opened my Netbeans, and first of all, we need to click on Tools and then Libraries. I've already created the JavaFX library, but let's create another one for demonstration purpose. Since you have not done it, so you click on the new library, then you can call it JavaFX 20. Okay, then you click OK. So that will take you to JavaFX 20. Now you need to add your library file. So you click on Add button, and so let me go up so that you see. So these were the two files we downloaded, and I've unzipped all of them. So we need to go into the SDK. So double click the SDK and then go into the lib folder and then select all. So you select one and then you press on Control A. Then you add them, add jar folder. So you add them. Okay. Then you click OK. When you click OK, that means that you are done with the first part. Because I already have it, I'm going to cancel the process. But since this is the first time of you doing it, you need to click OK, and that will complete the first stage. Okay. Now, for the second stage, we once again go back to the Tools menu, and then this time select Java Platform. Okay. And now we need to create a new platform. I've already created a platform for JavaFX, but you have to create a new platform. So we click on Add Platform. So you select Java Standard Edition, you click on Next. Okay, so now this is where we are using the package we downloaded. So and that package is inside the Zulu. So this is the second file we downloaded and extracted. So I'm going to select it and then click on Next. So now it is trying to dictate it. It takes some few seconds. Okay, so it has dictated it. So now you have to give it a name. Maybe you can call it Java FX JDK 20. And then once again you click on finish. Then you are done with the second step. But since I already have it, I'm going to cancel everything. But you must click on finish in order to integrate the two. So I'm going to close. Now that you are done, you can now start creating your JavaFX program. So let's create a simple program in JavaFX. So I'm going to click on a new project. And then you need to select JavaFX under the categories and then JavaFX application under the project. And then you click on next. You give it a name. Maybe you can call it JavaFX demo. Okay. And then you need to make sure that the JDK that you have installed is selected. The platform that you have earlier on installed is selected under the JavaFX platform. You select it and then you click on finish. And so now if you click on the project pane, you should see okay, I think it's done now. Okay, so now we have our project created for us, which is JavaFX demo. So when you see FS attached to the coffee cup, it means that you have the JavaFX project created. So let's create a simple program in JavaFX. So I'm going to use the default package. So I'm going to right click on the default package, new, and then Java class. So we can call it demo. Now we have our JavaFX. So JavaFX was created around how a theater operates. So in a theater we have a stage. A stage can be made up of scenes, and the characters on the scene in JavaFX are called nodes. So we can have a button, a circle. They are all referred to as nodes. So to create a JavaFX, we need to import uh, the application class, the stage class, the scene class, and then the nodes or the controls. So let's try that. So I'm done importing the first class. So I'm going to import the, the stage. So JavaFX dot stage dot stage. Sorry. I'm going to import the scene. So sorry. Then since we want to place a button also on the scene, I need to import it, and it is in the control package, so we need to import it. So okay, and I want the button to be placed in a pane. A pane is used to arrange nodes on the scene. So I don't want to put the button directly on the scene, but I want to give it to the pane so that the pane can arrange it or use its way of putting it on the scene. And we have different types of pane. In this demonstration, I'm going to use the stack pane. So we need to import it. And it is under the layout package. So okay, so now we have imported the necessary classes. So since we have inherited application class, we need to, since we have imported application class, we need to inherit it. So extend, sorry. Now, the application class is an abstract class, so it has a method called start. We must override it. That is why you can see the red line under our class name. So in order to take it, we need to override that particular method, which is the start method. So let's override it. So and then it requires a stage argument. Okay, so now because now we have defined it, you can see that the red line has been taken off, and Netbeans will inform you that you can add annotation to show that we are overriding the method that we have inherited from the application class. So this is where you can now start creating your object. So we can create the button first. So button, I can call it BT is equal to new button, and let's give it a name, maybe okay. Okay, so that's going to be my first object. Then I'm going to create my pane. So it's going to be uh, stack pane is equal to new stack pane. Okay, so I've created my stack pane. Now the next stage is to add the button onto my stack pane. Okay, so we use the method get children. Okay, so it's going to be pane dot get children dot then we can normally I like the IntelliSense giving me the option. So pane dot get children. Okay, so get children dot add. Okay, so we add a node. Okay, so if it's going to be more than one object we are going to add, we use add all, but since we are adding only the button, so NetBeans has automatically detected the button. It has added it to it for us. That is good. So now that we have added the button onto the pane, we cannot put the pane on the scene. So let's create our scene. Let's go to new scene, and we add our pane, comma, and we also need to define the size of the scene. We can call it, maybe it should be 300 pixels by 200 pixels. Okay, Okay, so now we are going to put the scene on the stage. Since the start method gave us a scene parameter, we are going to use it to add the, since the start page gave us the stage parameter, which is what we have here. Okay, so we are going to use this parameter to add the scene onto the stage. So it's going to be primary stage dot set scene. Okay, so we've added our scene, and we all need to, we can also set title for the stage. So primary stage dot set title. So we can give it first stage, and then we also need to tell we need to specify that it should be displayed. To call it to be displayed, we need to call the method show. So primary stage dot show. Okay, so now we've done all the necessary things, but in Java, it requires an entry point to start running the program. So, and this entry point is the main method. So let's define the main method. So I'm moving out of the start method, and I'm going to define the main method using the shortcut PSVM. You type PSVM and then you click on the tab key. Okay, and then we use the method launch, and then we pass the string argument, which is args, to it. And now we are ready to run our program and see how it works. So we save the file, we right click, and then run the file. Let's run it and see whether we can see our button open in a window. Okay, so now the moment you see it, it means that your JavaFX is working. You have been able to add the SDK and also the package, and now so our button is working. So thank you. The two website where we went to download the two files, the links will be provided below. Thank you.